Hi guys, I just want to show you how far I've gotten so far. Um, I know I'm going to overrun you with videos. You don't have to watch them all. I just do them. But I've put the heart on the door, and so I first started doing it with ribbon, and then I thought, well, I kind of didn't like the way the ribbon was looking, and then I remembered all of this. I have so much fabric that came out of a rug that was and it's all sari silk. It's all sari silk, and so I decided to um, go through that bag to find out. I mean, I've got some beautiful, beautiful, and it's a huge bag full of stuff because it was when I started taking that rug apart. The stuff just kept coming and coming and coming. Now this is pretty right here. I like this one. See, I'm trying to figure out what I want to go around the door, not the. Do you notice this here? This is petunia. Petunia, it's not your visitation time. Here, oops. Petunia, you'll have to come back at a more opportune. Wait a minute, don't throw my stuff in the floor. Thank you. Okay, there you go. So, that was Petunia. Petunia, my baby. I'm almost thinking I want to go with this blue. And I think that'll be enough blue. This here little piece too of blue. I think there's a whole lot of blue in this bag. I got this giant bag that I gotta dig, dig, dig. Dig, dig, dig. And I dig in there and I'm just seeing if I have maybe another scrap of something blue. There's not a lot of blue. Oh, what's this? That's got blue. Okay, that's going to be enough. We're not going to overthink any of this. I'm not an overthinker, that's for sure. But I love how this just the heart turned out because there's strings. There's strings from it. Whoops. See how it is got so much texture. And I like that. I really do like that. And so let's see if I can make this a little narrower, or is this going to be good like this? See how this is where it's got the frayed edges on it already? How frayed those edges look? I might be able to cut this in half. Let's see. I might cut it in half. Wait a minute, where did my, let's see. Cut that a little bit there. And to cut the whole thing in half, I just kind of gather it up like this. Just gather the whole piece up. Get that piece of thread off of there. That piece of string. Wait a minute, I gotta fix that. I gotta get that string off of there so it'll gather up. Remove some of those threads. Oops. Keep hitting my camera jar. Okay. Now then, okay, let's try that again. And I just take it and I just kind of, I'm going to take that piece and just gather it all up to the whole length of this piece. That's how I did the pink that I did the heart with. I had a piece that I cut in 3 lengths. And rather than just to go down the whole length of it with the scissors, I find it easier for to just gather it. I'm just kind of gathering it all up and making sure that there's a middle. We almost got it. Just almost got it. Of course, it goes quicker when I don't have the camera on. Okay, so once I get this cut, it's not all exactly the same width all the way up and down, but it's very close. So there's where I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it right here. There. Now I have two strips, and you can see where I cut it is, well, in fact, I got 3 strips. So what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to use this one first and see how far that one goes. And here's I opened up my string, and I was excited to see that they're already cut in 1 yard lengths. So you just pull out a piece, and you've got a yard of string. So you don't have to measure it or anything. So that's really good. She bought this at Hobby Lobby. When she bought it, it was $2.50. I don't know how long ago she bought it though, but there's 100 yards in there, so that's going to last a long time. So I'm going to put the string onto the eye of the locker hook. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tie. Let's see, how am I going to go with this? I'm going to go, I'm going to start down here at the bottom. I kind of look at it like when I did the heart, I didn't know how I should actually go. So what I did was I started on the side and I went up and down this way to the shape of the heart. And as you can see, it's a very primitive shaped heart. So on here, what I do first is I tie my string. I tie my string to the corner. Let me just pull this through with my hook. Okay. And I'm just going to tie it. I still haven't tried to clean my table off. I got so excited after I got this in the mail today. I got so excited, I'm telling you. I couldn't wait to start. I just wanted to start right away. So here I sit, still in the same place, getting going. Okay, so I have my string tied onto the end. I don't know if that's the right way of doing things, but that's the way I did it. I got it strung, and I'll put my string through the eye of the hook. Okay, and then I'm going to be underneath with my strand of what I'm using is the sari ribbon. Once you cut it in a length, long strip, it's a ribbon. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It's ribbon to me. So I'm going to go with this and start. Why did I do that? I don't want this right here. This is not for the house. This is for the door. Okay, see how some people, that's all right. I'm on the door. So right here is where I want my thread to be, right here, tied. So if you don't do everything exactly right by the book, it's not wrong. I'm telling you, it's not wrong. It's right. Just do it right. Whatever you do is right. I had so much fun with my grandson. He was overnight yesterday and last night and today, and we were painting. And boy, to try to get him, it's hard to understand that perfection is the last thing on your mind. And so I had him just paint the whole canvas. Just paint it all one color if you want to, you know. Just get started. Okay, here. And you don't have to worry about the end result. Don't worry about that right now. And so one of his heroes is Bob Ross, you know. He likes, let me see if I can just turn that up a little bit so I can get, because I seem to get out of frame. So you have to look at my mess around me. It's okay. I don't mind. I don't mind if you see my mess. Okay. So now I'm pulling up the loops with my locker hook. Pulling up these loops, and I'm going to go down the whole length of the width of the door there. And I've got my marks on there where I did it with a marking pen with the Sharpie. I drew my little diagram of what I wanted for the door. And so and one more, and I'm able to do the whole width of the door. What am I hung up on there? Okay, there we got it. There we go. See, so all of those loops are on my hook, and I'll pull that through, pull the string through. See there? And I have a little cheat thing that I do. Like if this little piece of string ends up just staying there, because it's so fluffy and organic already, I can, if that string is showing at the end, I'll take a marker or something and color that string blue to match it. So I don't have to worry about hiding the string, because the whole thing is going to be very organic anyway, and it doesn't even matter. So now I'm going to go back the opposite way. So I'm doing the next row of the door. Actually, working on small things like this is nice, because when you're working on a large rug, it can kind of get cumbersome trying to just hang on to it. And so doing something that is small, it's just easier to hang on to. And then of course, as closer you get to the edge, it's easier. But and here we go. Now see, when I got here to this end, I actually grabbed the first part that I started with there, and I got that pulled right in through there. And there we go. That's 2 rows of that door, see? And see, by putting that frame in at the beginning, it's by putting the frame in at the beginning, it's molded right up to the edge of that frame. I like that idea. See, and that's a new thing that I just learned from that book. Oh, look, see, I missed one loop there. Okay. And then here we go with, and I'll keep going like this up until I get up to that heart. And yeah, getting the loops on the hook. And I've got a man standing behind me. I don't know who it is. Boogeyman.
It's a booger.
Okay. And so then we get, there we go. I could have started with one more. I could have started with one more loop down here, but the same thing happened with my heart, because when I was doing the heart, I was missing this loop right here. So when I got it all done over here, I come back over here and added that loop. So I could add another loop right here. So see, now I only have this much of a piece left. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that much up. Oh yeah, that might not be enough. Let's see, I got this piece, and I got this piece. This one's pretty long. You know what I'm going to do? I'll put these two pieces together where they're real thin. I'm actually going to tie a knot there. And it just really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Okay, Papa needed me for a second there. Okay, I was just putting these together. And it's not going to make any never mind when I continue on here. So I'll just go into the next piece and pull that up. And when I did my rug, all my pieces were attached together. But all my pieces were of the same width and the same type of fabric. And so this is a little bit different now. But I'm going to make this sari silk work. And see, I have these two pieces in the back here. That's where they just started. They just ended one little piece and started another. And so I'm just gonna cut them off, tie them together and cut them off. And that's fine, because the back of this, I don't worry. One of the things in like in embroidery, they say embroidery is really right if you have if the back looks as good as the front. Well, that's probably why I can't do embroidery, because I know embroidery stitches, but when I do an embroidery stitch, the back sure doesn't look as good as the front. So that kind of gives me the message that I can't do that embroidery. Or not that I can't, I could, but I don't want to, because I can't. I have a problem with perfection. I'm not a perfectionist. I'm not OCD, nothing. I guess I'm very organic. I just want to see what happens, you know. And so see now here how I have that's getting so pretty. I love it. And now see, here's where I tied those pieces together. And so now I'm going to see how that works on this next row, because I'll be picking it up on the next row. I'll pick that tied up piece together. There's a knot. It works just fine. There we go. I just think it's so fun to use this material that I got out of taking apart that rug. It was a rag rug that I bought at Walmart. And if you're at the Walmart and you're looking at rugs, look at the tag and see if it's made from India. It's about pretty sure that thing is going to be made with this sari silk. If it's made from if it comes from India. Okay, this didn't go as far as I was thinking it would. Now this here piece has got, sometimes this string will pull out real nice, sometimes it won't. So I am just going to, let me see. My whole door might be of a different, it might not, now that I think about it, it may not be all blue. Now I want to save greens. I want to have greens for my stems. I'll keep that out. This is a good color too, but it's got a seam. I got to pull that. Sometimes those seams will just come out so easy with one pull of a string. Other times it doesn't want to be easy. Let's see if this one will be easy. Probably, of course not. Not if I'm on a camera. Not if I am videotaping. No, maybe the other end of it. Where's the other end of it? Right here. And no luck. Okay, so we're not going to worry about that piece then. We pull up another bunch. See if there's something else that, ooh, look at that piece. Okay. Ooh, no, well, I can't use that though because it would be, then my heart won't. Oh, here's a piece. That might work. I'm throwing this all on the floor. I'll have to pick it all up in a minute. Well, in an hour or tomorrow. Ooh, there's one. There's a piece of blue. And there's a scarf. Scarves are beautiful too. Oh my gosh. Because you can pull scarves apart and end up with such beautiful fabric. So when you're at the thrift shopping, be sure and check the scarf section out. Be sure to check that. You got to make sure, because that's where some magic powers, that's where they hide the magic powers, is in them scarves. Well, I'm surprised that there's not much blue in this whole pile of stuff. Whole pile of stuff. I may not have to, I don't know, this, we might have to go with some green too. But when it's all done though, oh, I love that yellow. I don't know where it's going to go. But we're keeping it out. Ooh, 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 where'd that piece go? It fell right out my hand. Look at that piece. Woohoo! Look at that. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Look at this stuff. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm glad they use this kind of stuff to make the rug out of, and then I got this is one piece that I gathered up one day. Made a little scrunch out of that. I like that. And I'm getting to the bottom of my bag. Not doing very good finding blue. Got all kind of colors here, but no blue. Dang, I'm not having no luck. How could that be? Oh, here's a piece. There's a piece, the bottom of the bag. That's a piece of something I braided, but no. Okay, well, we're going to have to work with what we've got. We're going to have to work with what we've got to work with. Oh, look, I found a neck. No, that's not a necktie. It's fabric. Okay, we're good now. We're good. We're still here. We're still here, and we're still locker hooking. We're still hooking in the locker room. And it's going to have to just, things are just going to have to change. Dang it, that this one's got all that threading in it. I gotta pull that out, but that takes me a while. Maybe I'll just put this on pause for a minute. I'm gonna put this on pause and then we'll pull that thread out. And we're at it again. Okay, I got a piece that I think will work right here. It's gonna change the color a bit, but it'll be beautiful. It'll be beautiful. Just put that strip under there and start pulling it up with the hook. One loop in each one of the little holes. And see, you really can use any kind of fabric. You can use shoelaces. You can use anything. You could do this with yarn. If you have a heavy yarn, that's good. Otherwise, you could use 2 strands of yarn constantly going through to make it heavier. You can use near about anything to do this with. So this is going to be a pretty door on my little house. Mm. Can you see? I don't know. You probably can't see what I'm doing. You're probably saying that woman's nuts. But that's okay. I don't mind. As long as you're calling me nuts, nobody else is being picked on. Okay. Okay, and there it goes. That went across the door again. Okay. I was going to try and finish this door while being on this here film, but I don't know, for some reason I'm having a bout of anxiety here. You ever get that? I just all of a sudden you just feel like something's out of, like you're just out of touch. Well, that happens to me on occasion, and it's doing it right now. And sometimes I just feel out of touch or something. I don't know how else to describe it. Anxiety is not a... See, now I'm all the way up to the heart there. So let me go a little further. Okay, a little further here. Pick up another strand. This will be a door of many colors. Like the coat of many colors. You know, this is going to be a door of many colors. I'm going to get another piece now of string. And tie it to this one in a square knot. And then if it's a square knot, it's not going to go anywhere. Cut the ends off of there. Now I have another yard of string. Now I'm going to go, but now I have to go under the heart. See, now the colors are going to go around the heart, the door part. I do want to try and finish this door. Okay, just hold that there with my belly against the table. And then here we go. Now let's see. Wait a minute, I run into a little snaggle here. Just a minute, let me unsnaggle it. Working this way with this fabric is kind of new to me. Okay, so now I'm right up to, wait a minute, what happened here? What's happening here? Into a big old snaggle. There we go. Let me get this. There we go. Oh. So I'm going to pull that through, pull the string through because I'm on that side of the heart. And then I have to get the string there. Now pull that tight. Whoops. And I pulled that stitch, that ribbon through. Okay. Now I need to get that string under. So I'm going to put that needle through there. So it's at the bottom, and then I'm going to bring it back up on the other side of the heart. I feel like I've missed a hole there, but I'll fix that. Okay, now I got the string back up on the other side of the heart. There, now I can pull those loops up. I only need 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So now I have the door on each side of the heart. I guess maybe it would have been better if it was all one solid color, but it's not all one solid color, so life goes on nonetheless. Okay, so now I'm going to, I think it's going to be fine just like this. Now, there's only 3 stitches on that side of the heart. then I have to go bring my locking string under, bring it back through here. There's threads in this sari silk that kind of tangle up in my string. It's okay though, we don't let that worry us and make our hair turn gray or anything. Okay, so then get that needle, the locker hook back up in there, and we're ready to go on this side of the heart now. I don't know if when I'm finished with this, if this will really be a heart shaped anymore, but it will be just fine. It will be just fine. It's definitely going to look primitive, sort of like the other kind of rug hooking that you do, which I don't know what the heck that other kind is, with the wool strips. Very primitive looking. I like this. I like primitive looking. I like the handmade look, and I love primitive. And this will definitely fit both of them descriptions. And I love art made by little children. So this is going to look like that too. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to post this video. I'm feeling like it's not worth its salt right now. But the thing is about my videos is you don't have to watch them if you don't want to. You just don't have to. Okay, so see now, flip it over and get this going the opposite way. I only need like 2 stitches right here. And know that this is not a teaching video. Oh Lord, no. Lord, Lord, no. I don't teach. No, no. This old grandma don't teach nothing. I hope I inspire. And if I inspire you to do even better, then my work is done. my work is done. Okay, so now I gotta bring that back up over here on this side of the heart. Oops, not there, Lizzie. Not there, Lizzie. You gotta go right there, Lizzie. Okay, now. And then bring my fabric over there and bring up a loop. And another loop. And pull the string through. Yeah, I just kind of, my channel really is selfishly for myself. Selfishly for myself. Because I want to do things, I want to show you all things that make me feel complete. That make me feel like, I don't know what the word would be, but I like to just feel like I'm accomplishing something, even if I don't finish, even if I don't complete the project. I have got so many projects that I've started and I haven't completed, but I love just using my hands, and I love being busy. I love life. And I've never been one to want everything to be perfect. Well, actually, maybe I did at one time in my life. I thought everything should be like perfect and everything should be tidy. And I was kind of thinking a wife has to do exactly these here jobs and do them perfect. And I don't know that I was real happy, really happy. It just seemed like something was undone all the time. And I don't feel that way anymore. Okay, now I only have one stitch on each side of this here. So I'm just going to go upwards now. Now I wonder, I'm wondering another thing here. See, I just went up that whole side, but I'm wondering if I can go around that heart. Okay, let's see. I wonder what happens if I just go and just loop it, making my loops, not trying to be in a straight arrow, straight like an arrow, but go around and make my turns. Well, yeah, it has to work that way. Otherwise, how could you make them flower stems going in all different directions? Yeah, so I'm going to go. You know, when I do the house part, I might try and use yarn. If I use, there we go. If I use yarn, see, now I'm thinking deep. Now I'm doing some deep thinking. If I use like a solid color yarn and to paint my house, and then if I use a solid brown yarn up here at the top, you know, I might do that. I might just do that. Okay, see, I can do it this way. So I'm not going in a row. I'm not going like in a straight row anymore. Now I'm moving around the shape of the heart. So I don't have to go like under. I'll just keep going around. That's better. That's much better. See, we learn as we go. Look at there. Now that is going around the shape of that heart. Now I'm liking this. Okay, now that's all the way around the shape of that heart. Now I do have to get this needle over here. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's a wonky color in that silk. And I'm running out, so now I need to have another piece. Oh, here, oh, here, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. This one. Oh yeah, this is pretty. This is pretty. Gosh, it's so all day today. I've been hearing. Do y'all ever, maybe I shouldn't admit that I hear things, but I don't hear voices ever. But I hear music. Like all day today, I've been hearing Amazing Grace. It's like I'm hearing it off in the distance. Do y'all ever hear music off in the distance? And it's just been like all day I've been hearing. Did you see my did you see my post I put in Scrap and Lizzie? Last night, me and Jeffrey were sitting here and we were painting. We were just play painting, just painting. But on the video I had on like like music. The music was videos, different videos of music, but they were all like sacred songs or something. And I was singing along with them and just enjoying that music because I love that. And I was listening. The song that was playing at the moment was "On the Wings of a Dove," and which I Love that song. I love that song. "On the Wings of a Dove." Just when that song was playing, we have just a very small little door, a kitty door that our cat can come in and out of. It was a doggy door, but now that we don't have doggies, then now it's a kitty door. And in that door came a moth. That moth was huge. Its wingspan had to have been, gosh, a good 4 inches, 5 inches, the wingspan. And it came and it landed right in the middle of my painting. It just landed there and stayed there while that song was playing, "On the Wings of a Dove." Oh, it, I took a picture of him and I posted him up on in Scrap and Lizzie Unicorns because I got so many different beliefs that I have. I've got a lot of different beliefs because I study a lot of different beliefs, different religions, different everythings. I just study a lot. So I have a lot of different beliefs that I keep as my beliefs. And I believe everything has wings. Everything with wings is something coming to give you a message. Anything. A bird, a butterfly, a mosquito. I don't know what kind of mosquitoes, what kind of message mosquitoes are bringing. But anything with wings. And for that moth to come in here at that moment, just absolutely, I just sat there and watched that thing. It sat there for the longest time. In fact, I don't think it's left the house. It disappeared one time, and then it was walking up my arm, and then it left my arm, and it flew up, and it was on a kitchen counter, on a kitchen cabinet, and it stayed there for a while, and then it was just staying there. So I thought, well, okay, you just stay right there, Martha. And but then Jeffrey said during the night, then it flew from the kitchen from the kitchen cabinet up until it got on a curtain that we have up in a doorway. And then he said, then he went to sleep. So he doesn't know where it went after that. But it's most likely still in this house somewhere. But I want to believe, and I might be, some of you might think I'm just really gone senile, which maybe I have gone senile. I know that moth won't hurt me. And, I mean, it's big as a bird. And, I feel like I'm going to find him one day, and he probably won't be alive. Well, if I do find him and he's not alive, I won't keep him anyway. There, now, that's the door. That's the beginning. That's the door. My heart really doesn't look like a heart anymore, does it? But it is a heart. I know it's a heart. I know it's a heart. And I think when I start now, all the way around the door is going to be black, like this. So that's for sure. I know that that's going to be a black frame all the way around the door. And then then I guess I'll do the stems of this flower. These flower stems, I think I'll do them next, after I do the frame of the door. And then I believe I'm going to use just yarn to do the roof and the body of the house. And here, let me show you my picture out of this book. This here is what I'm trying to recreate. But look at that heart on there. It's not real straight either, is it? And so she made her house all blue and put the roof is brown. And see, her door too is a bunch of different colors. And I'm going to go around with, I might go black, use my black seam binding, but also use a piece to go along with the seam binding. I might use some white yarn or off-white yarn to go frame the door. That might be what I'll do. I hope I got a key like this. I do think I do. I believe I have a key like similar to that. See how there's a key hanging from the bottom of the heart? I do believe I have a key like that. I'm going to look. And I got one similar to that anyway. If not, I'll make one out of wire. But I am loving this so much. And I know that this is going to be beautiful when it's done. This is just the beginning. And I thank you, Jackie, again for sending this. These books are definitely going to be used. Every bit of this canvas, this is going to be used. I want to absorb this whole book. Well, 2 books she sent, 2 different books. Look at the beautiful things in these books. There's so much. And I want to do all of them. I just want to do all of them. They're so pretty. Just everything is pretty. And there's 2 books. And both of them written by the same author, Teresa Pulido. Let me see, when did she write these books? I'm curious. This one, oh, she's in Canada. She's in Canada, and I don't see when she wrote them. So, God, look at this. Do you see that? How beautiful? Okay, so I don't see a date, like a copyright date. Maybe it's in the back. I'm just curious as to when she wrote the book. No, I'm not seeing when she actually published her book. But boy, she did something good when she published that. When she published that book. It says first edition, but it doesn't say. Oh, never mind. Here it is. Copyright 2011. So that one was 2011. And then this one 2009. So she did this one first, and this was a follow-up book, which actually I think this one really shows more of the instructions and of how to do. And then this book, it does too, but oh my God, this is amazing. So 09 and 11 is when she made these here books. And I'm going to read the words right off of every page. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, now let's see what we're going to do today. I'm going to read another message from our ancestors. Look at this. I've been on an hour. How come I can't make a short video? So I'm long-winded. Let's go in the middle of the stack, and we're going to see what we can see. No, Elizabeth, you can't read it upside down. You got to read it this way. Dear you, you are in such good shape right now that we're all doing a happy dance. In this moment, you have the power to make a choice to get with spirit and co-create a miracle. You may wonder where this is all going, but if you want to manifest your desires for the highest good, you need to stay focused on the now. All power is in the present moment. Ask yourself, what are your dominant thoughts now? What beliefs are you motivated by? Do you have clarity right now? How is your conscience, how is your conscious contact with the divine? Are you plugged in, or are you trying to do life all by your small self? Get rid of negative energy now. Resentments be gone. Forgiveness and love enter. Please, you can do your life beautifully and create your most powerful future right here, right now, in this moment. Aren't you thrilled to know you have a huge cheering section over here? Love and hugs always. That is very good. That's very good information. I would only change one word. And forgiveness is that's a hard thing. Forgiveness is hard. I mean, if you're forgiving yourself, or if you're forgiving someone else for something, it is hard to forgive and forget. So we change that word to acceptance. So you accept what happened. You accept the positive, you accept the negative, the good things, the bad things. You can't change them, so you accept them. And so if you feel like you owe somebody, if somebody says, well, you need to forgive so and so for running over your rose bush and killing it, well, you probably think, well, I just can't forgive them. They could have turned the other way and not run over my rose bush. But you know, they ran over your rose bush. The rose bush is dead. And so you can accept that it happened. Just accept that it's happened and go on with life. And don't get yourself all upset over that squashed rose bush. Now that probably made no sense whatsoever, but that's what I read. And that's what I get out of that. You just accept. Accept. Okay, now I ask God to watch over every one of you, every step you take, every move you make, and keep you safe and keep you happy and keep you serene and keep you stable and keep you all the good things. All right? Now, I love you, and please come back to the next video.